Well, hey there. It is day 23 of 84 Days of the Artist's Way, and I am here. You can see Marco back here. We'll see how long he joins the video for. Anyway, I gotta be honest. I kind of like filming the videos outside. I feel like there's a different energy. I like kind of picking up that energy and kind of letting that fuel whatever I'm going to talk about. But I just didn't really feel like it. I didn't feel like going out anywhere and finding another alleyway to go to because I didn't want anyone to like see me film because I'm still like semi self-conscious about it. Which is kind of the topic of today's video and something that I had been thinking about a lot this morning and have really had kind of confirmed. You know, when you ever have an idea about something and then it shows up later in the day or it gets kind of validated in some way later in the day. I mean, the artist way would call that synchronicity. And I feel like I'm having synchronicity on such a profound level that it's just like, whoa. Julia Cameron, what is this synchronicity? What is this artist's way? It's just, it's incredible. But what I've been feeling sort of this synchronicity and this clarity about is really kind of heavy. And it really kind of builds on what I was talking about yesterday, you know, and what I've been talking about the last couple days. I mean, I don't know how I could do these videos and have them not be in some way in response to what happened in Orlando. Like, that's just not, it would be so inauthentic to be like, anyway, let's talk about creativity. I did my artist date on Sunday, which of course was, you know, the morning we all kind of woke up to this news. And that same day there was this Holistic Living Expo here in Sacramento. And to be honest, I mean, I'm so glad I had that to go to because it was like I couldn't think of a better place to be than just like with a bunch of, you know, new age hippies, and I say that with love, you know, like people whose first instinct it is to be kind. There's a lot of people there talking about things that I guess have been a little too left of center for me in my comfort zone, and that comes from my own programming. So people talking about, you know, crystals and essential oils and even sometimes Reiki. I'm like, what is this Reiki stuff? And I know that sounds so closed-minded compared to like going to Peru and doing ayahuasca in the middle of the jungle, but it's just like there's certain things that you know and feel comfortable with, and there's certain things you just have not given space for. I find that I have to let go of a lot of that programming that says that this is weird and that says that this is strange and that wants to kind of reinforce this very rigid, rational view of the world. And I think especially after something like what happened in Orlando and what has been happening in this country, in this election, and everything that we've all been seeing and feeling these past few months. I mean, Donald Trump is a likely presidential candidate. This is like a fucking practical joke. There's nothing rational about what's going on right now. And there are so many people who are arguing about how this is so irrational and how there's so many things about him and about what's happening that are just defying logic and reason. And it's like, I don't think logic and reason matter anymore. I think they went the way of the dodo, frankly. Today, this morning, I was journaling and I just got to this conclusion, and it was so peaceful, honestly, of just saying, you know what? None of this works. This doesn't work. So much of what I believed in, so much of the structure, and I'm not just talking about government, and I'm not just talking about like politics, like that's actually pretty low on the totem pole because that stuff is so far from reality to me. That stuff is such a fucking pageant that I just can't give it enough energy the way I give energy towards just these belief systems that we have about the world, you know, just and about how it's supposed to work. I mean, this is not just dismantling old beliefs. This is just kind of like choosing, and I've talked about this a lot these past couple of weeks with The Artist's Way, is choosing your reality, you know, that your reality is what you see. And I just think it got to the point that the elements in which I was taking in and creating my own reality weren't working. They didn't fit. They didn't make any sense. There's so much that just doesn't make sense. And it's like, then fuck it. Because trying to follow that model, I mean, for example, I talk about this a lot, but you know, I'm in this place now of building a business and doing something in a different way. Not just building a business, not just doing my own thing, but I'm not doing it, you know, the old-fashioned way of like, well, hard work and perseverance and blood, sweat, and tears, and you just gotta hustle. I don't believe in any of that. There are so many people who have made it work, and God bless them. It's just not for me. It's not how I was built. And there are so many people out there who are not doing it that way. I am not the first, I'm hopefully not the last, who have decided that the blood, sweat, and tears approach is a lie. That's one thing, for example, that I'm not embracing. The point being that like these traditionally held beliefs are painful. And that's what it comes down to. These traditionally held beliefs about the world are painful. And I just feel intuitively, and as a human being, and as just using my own two fucking eyes and looking at the world, those rational, old-fashioned beliefs aren't working anymore. It means that I have to get the fuck off of Facebook. It means that I gotta stop ever looking at the news, at least news sources that most people are being fed. If you can't see at this point that we are just being given our sugar and our meds and our distracting TV and our garbage media, if you're not seeing that we're just being lulled to sleep while a lot of bullshit's happening on the other side, then keep eating your sugar, keep watching your TV, keep keeping up with the fucking Kardashians. I'm just done. I'm just done with this. And so life is a gift, but it is wrapped in the shittiest paper sometimes, and I'm just choosing new paper. So I encourage you to do the same. Everybody's paper is their own, so find what works for you, because at this point, I feel like it's the fucking Wild West. Choose your own reality. Anyway, those are my ranty thoughts for the day. I feel really good now. I hope this spoke to you in some way. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow for another day of 84 Days of the Artist's Way. Thanks. Bye.